Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host, Matthew Shudorn, and I am joined by the host of many unique and rare parasites, Anna Domini. Anna, how are you doing today?
Wow. I've never been described like that before. I'm not sure.
You're a medical miracle.
Yeah, I mean, I have one virus. Like it sounds like you're suggesting I have lice or something, and
I would never.
tapeworm, which I'm fairly sure I don't.
I think I said rare and unique. I would never say you'd have
That's true.
any kind of
Okay.
parasite as common as lice or tapeworms. No.
Or even ticks.
I assume that's why you lived in Oxford, so that you could be close to the
to a finer breed of parasites.
to places where they could really study the
I see.
ecosystem.
Fair enough.
But Anna, how have you been today?
I'm pretty tired. I suspect that, because I mentioned before I'm on a clinical trial, I'm starting to suspect that I may be in the placebo group, or that the drug doesn't work, which either way is not good, or treatment, I should say. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty tired.
No, I'm sorry.
Which I'm sorry that my answer is always the same, but you always ask, so yeah. How about you?
I'm also a bit tired.
Oh,
but
good. So it's going to be a high energy episode.
That's my excuses are just age and whatnot.
Yeah.
General infirmity, general decay, I should say. But have you done anything saintly or experienced anything miraculous lately?
This month's miraculous thing, I would say, shout out to friend of the podcast, Morgan, because for my birthday recently, she gave me a very miraculous gift, which was, it's like a super insulating cup. And because Morgan has had long COVID in the past, and she was like, one of the things I struggled with was like making something and then totally forgetting about it and it goes cold. So she passed on her wisdom gained by her recovery and got me a super insulating cup. It's not a Stanley Cup because we're not billionaires with silly money.
I was gonna say, did those make it over to UK? Or I know Morgan's American, so maybe she has some pipeline.
Yeah. No, it's just kind of a thing that's known that these ridiculously expensive cups exist. But no, it was very insulating. I went out for a long walk with some soup, and it was warm, well, hot, I should say, the whole time.
But yeah, a long romantic walk with soup.
Just me and soup, enjoying some steam.
Yeah, you had soup. Nice tryst in the park.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like nice. That's a nice practical gift.
Yeah.
That's better than what I got you for your birthday.
Which was nothing.
It was nothing, yeah. I meant to go do the float tank thing with you for your birthday.
Oh, that was last year's birthday.
Yeah, well, now we can actually do it.
I still need to cash in last year's birthday thing.
Oh, was that a year ago?
Will I get another present if I finally cash this in?
Yeah, that's the thing. I got you one last year, and like an ingrate, you didn't even use it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Hopefully that gift certificate's still good.
Well, it's impractical. We got to get ourselves there. That seems to be what you've given me is a taxi fare, like a really big one.
Somebody's boyfriend's got a car. Tell Danny to go drive us there.
Hey, for a fun day trip, would you like to drive me and Matthew to these flotation tanks in the middle of Oxfordshire?
It's a vacation for Danny, too, because he can just sit in the parking lot for an hour and play on his phone, which I'm sure is, like, amazing. Like, he's probably, have an amazing time doing that.
Yeah, that is his favorite thing to do, for sure.
I'm sure, yeah.
But yeah, so people get me nice presents even though I'm ungrateful. And
well,
that's kind of miraculous, the miracle of kindness.
Yeah, such kind souls around you.
Yeah. What about you? Can you top that?
No, really.
Oh.
I was trying to think. I was like, I knew this was coming up today, and I was like, have I done anything nice or had anything miraculous happen? Nah, I'm gonna take a pass this
What
week,
about,
so.
Have you assassinated anyone or had anyone assassinated?
No.
So you have been more saintly than Edward the Confessor.
Wow, there you go.
There you go. That was going to be my backup one. So I'll give it to you in a saintly fashion. I will benevolently bestow it on you instead.
Thanks. The Welsh are safe around me for now.
I feel like that is a lady doth protest too much kind of statement there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get that on a t-shirt. It will be sinister.
So Anna.
Yes.
Today is February 25th, 2024. Who's today's saint?
Today, we are looking forward to the 27th of February, which is the day of Blessed Mark Barkworth, who had two aliases as well.
Okay.
Mark Lambert and George Barkwell. So,
Wow, neither one of them was very... I mean, those really did feel like aliases.
well,
George Barkworth...
But
Yeah.
Barkworth, Mark, different surname. You know, you can see where his inspiration was, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they do seem like he's legitimately trying to hide his identity. Also, Mark Barkworth sounds like he works at, like, a bank or something. Like, he was a guy you went to university with.
Just a guy named Mark.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to talk about my pal Mark. He works for Citibank now, down in London. He's a nice guy.
So, I mean, that famously, there was a Mark back in the 1st century. He wrote a gospel. Well, allegedly.
Yeah, but it's not... We already talked about that guy.
Well, yeah, okay. So there weren't no marks between then and like 1970.
It's not the... You do get that it's not the Mark. It's that the Mark with like a really boring last name.
With a British sounding last name.
Yeah, and
well,
that's the other thing, right?
Guess what? He was British.
So yeah, I knew it.
So
When's he from?
When's he from? His dates are approximately 1572 to 1601. So safe to say he lived a long, fulfilling life because, well, you know maths better than me, but that makes him younger than I.
I was gonna say he was 29 when he died.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, see, I was trying to bait and switch you there, but it didn't really work. So
No,
I'm not very committed to the bit.
Once I had the numbers in front of me, it wasn't much of a... Anyways.
Shut up.
But okay, so with a clever retort like that, how could I continue to debate?
Exactly.
So Mark's 16th century, living in a 17th century
not a
world.
1970s bank guy.
Yeah. What did he get up to in his 29 years?
Deal?
It was so
achieved it. So noteworthy.
So noteworthy, yeah.
Well, he was born around 1572 in Surrey in Lincolnshire under the reign of Elizabeth I. He attended Oxford University as a young man.
What?
On his way to becoming a bank teller.
Exactly. I'm still not convinced this guy doesn't end up in a bank.
A bank of dead people.
What?
That's not a phrase.
Does he turn into a hermit and just live in a riverbank? At least that was close.
No.
Do we know what college he went to in Oxford?
No. There weren't that many around in 1572, I guess, so we could probably narrow it down. But
yeah. It's much rarer for Oxford to produce saints. It's much more common for them to produce like war criminals and things.
Tory politicians, which is like the opposite of saints.
Yeah, exactly. So this is good. I'm surprised I haven't heard about this guy before. You'd think that Oxford would push this one.
Well, it was like someone who went here did something that wasn't just austerity.
Right.
Well, I mean, I guess like being a saint, it's like you do austerity, but to yourself.
Yeah. But like they were riding pretty high on Aung San Suu Kyi until a few years ago. And then they were like, oh.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think maybe Oxford only celebrates like notable people who give them money as opposed to just notable people. Because, you know, as part of the deal is you do a bit of reputation laundering if you're very rich. Anyway.
I went by one college and they were doing... Often when colleges do construction around here, they'll put up a barrier and then they'll have a little advertisement about their college and they'll have a bunch of notable alumni.
Uh-huh.
And the one that I went by, I think, was for Wadham College, and they had a picture of Rosamund Pike, and I was like, oh, Rosamund Pike. I like her. She's good at movies and stuff.
Well, Wadham's like famously one of the less problematic ones. I don't know how far back this goes, but they're like known as a very liberal and like back in the day radical college. So they probably have less like blood money involved.
Maybe. But I hate the idea that Rosamund Pike had to give them money to get that.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe there's an element of like either you're rich or you're famous and you'll be celebrated. Yeah. I'm neither, so no. I will be languishing in obscurity.
Oh, well. Okay. So we went to Oxford.
Yeah.
Sorry, apologies to anybody who's not interested in Oxford. This is the water we swim in all day. So
you're right to apologise. He was said to be of cheerful disposition and was described as a man of stature tall and well proportioned, showing strength, the hair of his head brown, his beard yellow, somewhat heavy-eyed. So
he had a fake beard?
Yeah, somehow his beard was very different from his head hair. I don't know how that works.
Sometimes it happens. Before my hair went white, I should say. I had a lot of red in my beard, so when my beard would
Ah.
grow in, the first time I grew in a beard, I was like, this is very red. It was very
Right.
odd.
And your head hair was black?
Yeah, it was black.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think I've known you since you had grey hair.
No, because my hair started turning gray, like,
Before you moved
in
to
my late
England.
20s. Yeah. It's funny, Tavish doesn't know any of his colors, and then the other day he was like, Dad, your hair is white. And I was like, yeah, Tav,
The
thanks.
one colour you know. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad you're turning a corner with these colors, but I really wish I wasn't.
Fair enough.
Ugh.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyways.
So he can do like proper full sentences now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for a while.
He's the same kind of guy.
Fair enough. Is he of cheerful disposition? Well, he's definitely of stature tall. So
yeah, like I say, so this description makes it sound like Marco's pretty hot number. He's a tall guy, got a full head of hair, nice beard,
well proportioned,
strong, well proportioned. Say
heavy-eyed. I mean, I don't know. Is that like heavy eyelids or just like
they like
big?
that? They like that guy with like the sleepy eyes. You know, it's real sexy, kind of.
Cillian Murphy.
I don't know. Yeah, kind
He's
of
kind
that.
Of heavy eyes, I guess.
Like that James Dean type is like, ooh, he looks brooding, you know? It's like, oh, he's, whoa.
With his brown hair and his yellow beard.
Yeah, his brown hair flowing in the wind, you know?
Yeah. So the saintly thing was he gave up his modelling career to be
he seems like a
religious.
guy, like heavy eyes, that makes it seem like he's a guy with secrets. They're like, oh, I bet he's really deep. And all the ladies at Oxford, which at the time was
none,
which was none, were like, well, who's this fella that we can kind of see over the wall? Because he's so tall.
Fair point. So at the time, being Catholic was not technically illegal, but failing to attend Protestant church carried a 12 pence fine, while attendance at Catholic Mass was punishable by a further 100 marks.
Oh, I was going to be like, death! It's not illegal, but if you do it, you can be killed for it.
Well, it's like anything where the punishment is a fine. It's only illegal if you're not rich, right?
Sure. Was
however,
he rich?
No, I guess not.
Oh, okay.
The saying of Mass carried a death penalty, although this was not actually implemented before 1577. So,
he could have gone to all the Mass he wanted to when he was 5.
Yeah. And then,
Mommy, what happened to the priest? And more specifically, what happened to the priest's head?
Yes.
So he's Catholic, but he can't practice Catholicism.
Yes. Well, it's not allowed.
But he has to practice Protestantism, which is a great way to get people on board with your religion.
Really make it compulsory.
It feels like you just don't have faith in your new religion. That you're like, you got to institute a fine system.
Yes, we've definitely come across forced conversion before, but I guess that's later in history, but only a bit.
Yeah, usually that's with indigenous people.
Yes, I don't want to get into the politics of of comparing Catholic oppression to colonialism. I'll leave that to someone else, but sure. So at the beginning of Elizabeth's reign, Catholics were not sought out, and those who held secret services in their home were generally left alone.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. Many Catholics had their own priest in residence. So again, I'm guessing this is rich Catholics who could, keep a priest in all the food and drink he could want.
Or is it just like, there's priests in the attic again? we just had the exterminator out last week, and now we got priests back in the attic again.
So people would build hiding spots into their homes known as priest holes, so that the priest could quickly be concealed if the authorities arrived. Which, I like the idea of like a 16th century estate agent being like, this place has great storage for any illegal priests you want to harbor here. Just fantastic.
You can put priests, rabbis, vicars, any
not
member
vicar.
of the
You don't
clergy.
need to hide your vicars.
But if you want to, you can. It's an option. Any member of the clergy will fit. I think that you can put any,
clerical
really nice.
Storage units is what they were euphemistically
known
as.
You can put anything in there, really.
In 1570, not long before Mark was born, Pope Pius V issued a papal bull, which is a declaration. He didn't just release the cattle.
But it was attached to a bull, and they'd be like, "This is my word. Go forth, my bull." Just like rampaging
well, that was
through
like
the city
that one saint that was like, "Oh, we're gonna build a church where this cow ends up," right, when they were pulling a cart. That was a previous episode we did. So clearly, like, yeah, decision making by cattle.
I think that's the same Mungo episode.
Yeah. Oh, well remembered.
Exactly. The bull will take the notice where it needs to go.
Yeah. So Pope Pius V issued a papal bull that excommunicated Elizabeth. Okay, now I wish I hadn't explained that a bull was a declaration, because I like the idea that the cow would be like, "You're no longer a Catholic," or part of the church.
Elizabeth, you're going to hell. Ooh.
Okay, your bull voice is better than mine. Well done. So Elizabeth was excommunicated, and the bull also stated that her Catholic subjects no longer had to pay allegiance to her or her laws.
Oh.
As you can imagine, this made life very easy for Catholics.
I was going to say, if you're a Catholic and you're like, "Hey, man, leave us." No, you didn't need to do. Thank you for the. No, but no. Hey, that's cool. You don't need to make me an outlaw just by fiat. You know, you just.
I'm a great pope. I've done you a great favor. Yeah, I really prefer if you hadn't done that.
You're free. No, buddy. No. I'm very not free. I'm very much stuck here in this system, and then saying that you're basically making me a rebel. I didn't ask to do that.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess this is a shortcut way of creating lots of new saints, you could say.
I guess so.
This created a difficult situation for English Catholics, whose loyalties were now divided between the papacy and the crown, which, like, both people that you would feel conflicted over,
right?
You know, because we love them both.
Yeah.
Catholics began to be seen as a threat to Elizabeth, surprisingly, fueled by the discovery of plots against her life from the 1570s onwards. And many Catholic priests were executed for treason.
Oh.
Jesuits were regarded as particularly dangerous and were banned from the country, which is weird because Jesuits, as far as I know, are like some of the more...
Aren't they like teaching? They're often like teaching sex.
Yeah, but they also do like a lot of... they definitely don't teach sex, Matthew.
Sex.
they didn't have phones. They couldn't do sex. I don't know what you're talking about.
God.
Anyway, Jesuits used to be very charitable, I thought. But anyway, Mark was brought up a Protestant, but in 1593, in his early 20s, he travelled to Douai, now in the north of France. Douai? Somewhere in the north of France. There, he was received into the Catholic Church by a Flemish Jesuit named Father George. No surname. He enrolled at the college in Douai to train for the priesthood and matriculated at Douai University in 1594.
So he takes one trip to France and he becomes Catholic?
Yeah, you know, everyone rebels against their parents, right? Some people choose, politics, others drugs, others Catholicism. It's just how it goes.
So he decides to become a Catholic priest.
Yeah, but in France, so kind of safe-ish.
Totally fine. It's legal there. Like a lot of things in France.
It's legal in France, as the famous saying goes.
Yeah, as they say.
In 1596, a plague broke out in Douai, and Mark was sent to Rome. He later travelled to Valladolid in Spain, where he entered the Royal English College of St. Alban, a school dedicated to the training of Catholic priests.
Okay.
During his journey to Spain, Mark had a vision of St. Benedict, who told him that he was going to die a martyr in the habit of a Benedictine monk.
Hey, great news. You're going to get a new habit.
Yeah,
Neat.
like from that point, surely you'd be like, maybe I just won't wear the Benedictine habit. That could be a way of avoiding an early death.
It does seem like the kind of curse that you receive.
It's not a curse, it's good news. This is a vision.
In like kind of Greek tragedies, or like in Macbeth, where it's like you won't lose until the forest moves against you or something like that. And he's like, oh, then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But then it's just like one day he accidentally puts on the wrong, like his laundry gets mixed up and he puts on the wrong habit. And it's like, what? And then an arrow flies through his window and kills him. I'm like, damn it. Maybe something ironic like that.
Yeah, the saint who was fooled by a laundry mix-up. It's terrible.
What a shame.
While he was in Spain, Mark made contact with the Benedictine order. So he's walking right into that trap. He's not executing caution like we would, and avoiding these deathly habits.
Does he know? It's like, well, maybe I'll be martyred late in life. I'll live a full life as a Benedictine, and then.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've already told you the dates now, so
Yeah.
you like, we as the audience know what's coming. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy.
I know.
Another throwback to Macbeth there. He was also ordained during this time at the English College. In July 1599, he set off for the English mission with a Father Thomas Garnet, who was a Jesuit priest. On the way, he stayed at the Benedict monastery of Hairach in Navarre and joined the order as an oblate, someone who's dedicated themselves to God but is not a monk or a friar.
Okay.
Maybe he's like doing the Benedictine thing without the habit for now. That's
right.
how I interpret
But
that.
so he's on the English mission, right? So they're sending Catholics back to England to reconvert the English.
Sure. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Oh.
It's a suicide mission, I guess.
It does seem like a suicide mission.
Just like, yeah, it's illegal now, so we're gonna go there in La Rochelle.
But couldn't you send me back to France? Because seemed like that would be a better place for me to go.
Well, how are we gonna enact this holy vision that you've had if we don't send you somewhere really dangerous?
Here's what I was thinking. Just wait until I'm really old and then send me.
But then it wouldn't be quite as honourable. I mean...
Anyways.
Yeah, do you want to go to heaven?
He's a priest already. Couldn't he go to heaven? Anyways. But,
that's true.
So he's on his way to England, but he stops at another monastery and just like, I'm just going to obligate here for a little bit.
Yeah. So in La Rochelle, which is a port in France, he managed to escape the Huguenots, who were a group of French Protestant Calvinists. So immediately when he turned his sights back to England, he was kind of on the run.
They knew he was coming.
Yeah, which is weird because they didn't have social media then or phones or anything. So they can't have been being very subtle.
Yeah, probably wearing a very giveaway outfit, like
T-shirt saying "I am a Catholic."
Yeah, pretty much something like that. It's just a big hat that says "I love the Pope."
He got it when he went to Rome. It was in one of those like Italian tourist shops.
It's like, are you a Catholic? It's like, no, not at all. Then how do you explain this Vatican fanny pack that you're wearing?
He's got a suitcase full of T-shirts that say, "My son went to Rome and all he brought back was a deadly banned religion." He eventually arrived in England, where he was immediately arrested for treason because...
I love that. You're just like, I just got here. How could I have possibly committed treason?
Well, turns out it was illegal to be a priest in England if you'd been ordained abroad. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because I guess you could be like, I was going to a Protestant place in Europe. And then
I'm just visiting my family. I promise not to do any mass while I'm here. No transubstantiation. I promise. I won't listen to any confession. Anybody wants to tell me what they've done,
slap
I'll just
them
be
in
like,
the face.
La 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 la. I can't hear you. La 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 la.
That's how you prove you're not a Catholic in these times.
Yeah.
So he was imprisoned in Newgate for 6 months. After this time, he was transferred to Bridewell. Whilst he was there, he wrote an appeal to Robert Cecil, who was the Secretary of State at the time. During his interrogations, Barkworth was said
wait, did that work?
No. Well, we'll get there. During his interrogations, Barkworth was said to behave with fearlessness and frank gaiety, which kind of made the situation much better for him, given the intolerance of
You know what I love? Interrogations. This is, I know you're maybe a little anxious right now, but I'm telling you, this is like a great day for me. I know we're going to get on with this in a minute, but I just want to really just soak in this moment because I'm really, really stoked about this interrogation. I really am. Hey, somebody come in here and paint a portrait of us together. Just really quick. All right, just want to get a quick portrait in here, and then we'll start the interrogation. I just want to remember this moment.
For the rest of my life.
And you'll remember for the rest of your life, the next 6 months.
Well, exactly. He was tried by jury and sentenced to death. Because I guess, the jury wouldn't have wanted to seem like they were on his side.
Right. They probably really tried hard to get some Catholics on that jury, and it just didn't. Every time they're like, "Oh, are you a Catholic? Oh, can we get him on the jury? Oh no, he's being arrested too."
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
Yes.
Well, jury selection did not go how we wanted it, Mark. I'm really sorry.
You're the worst lawyer ever.
It's fair. This is what you get with the state-appointed lawyers. They did
Yeah.
not. They did not give you the best. I'm going to be honest with you, here, Mark.
Well, that's the thing. Like the trial by juries are themselves a way of finding them more Catholics.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like the whole idea of it being a trial is probably a sham, right? Because it's like he looks guilty and he's wearing this Catholic T-shirt, so.
Exhibit A, look at how he's dressed. He's still wearing the monk robe.
Exhibit B, someone tried to tell him something the other day and he actually listened.
Yeah.
Outrageous and dangerous. He was taken from Bridewell and thrown into the underground dungeon at Newgate, which was known as Limbo. So, guessing that's a nice place.
Sounds fun, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
There's somebody in there with a steel drum just like, hey, welcome to Limbo. Get yourself a drink.
So, Limbo is a place in Catholic theology of the afterlife.
Yeah, I know.
Which is where, like, unbaptized babies go, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're not technically
purgatory.
a sinner, yeah, but you're not saved, so you can just go here. He was said to have remained very cheerful there until his execution.
That's gonna put a damper on anybody's spirit.
You can't smile if you don't have a head. So on the 27th of February 1601, Mark was executed at Tyburn in Middlesex. He was executed on the same day as two other martyrs with whom he shares a feast day, Blessed Roger Philcock and Saint Anne Line.
These are real British names. These are like solid. Like they don't make British names like this anymore. Roger Philcock and Anne Lines.
Yeah.
We're having them over for tea. Do you remember them? Remember them from the tennis club? Yes.
Remember them from jail.
Yeah. Oh, were they those fellows in the jail cell next to us? That's right. That was them. That's where we knew them. Yeah.
Your British accent is coming on. So it's really improving in leaps and bounds.
Thanks.
So Roger was an English Jesuit priest who had also studied at St Albans English College in Valladolid.
Oh, so that must have been fun when they were in jail. They could reminisce about their time in St Albans.
Be like hola to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know if Spanish was the same back then as it is now, because obviously like English was different as well. It would have been more forsooths and stuff.
You know, I really wish you'd have commitment to your bits.
Me?
Like,
oh, right.
You're just like, hola, but I'm not sure if that's right. Please don't, I don't know, but like, I think that maybe Spanish was different, but because like English was different, so Spanish was probably really different. I don't know, it's not my thing. You know what, actually, I regret making the drug at all.
Yeah, look, my whole brand is self-deprecation. I can't start a thing and then not like immediately tear it apart. That's...
Anyways, so what, where were we?
So he's making friends in jail.
That's nice.
It's like a
make
college
jail
reunion.
friends.
So when Roger had returned to England, he was betrayed by a former fellow student and sent to Newgate. So I guess like if you sell out other Catholics, maybe you can get away with being Catholic. But then you'd probably be not considered Catholic by the Catholics anymore. So
yeah, I think you've made a decision there where you're just like, I guess I'd rather live.
Yes.
You know what, guys? I checked it out. These guys believe in Jesus too, and honestly,
I don't really know the difference.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when I looked at, I made like a list, and it really seemed like there's a lot of similarities. And at the top of the pro list was like living.
Yeah.
So, but on the con list, I can't confess this to anybody now. So, tough.
I feel like this might be a better experience for listeners if either of us knew very much about the differences.
No, I don't know. Priests, getting rid of priests. You can get divorced.
Oh, that's true.
That was like that.
I guess that was a biggie at the time. That's kind of the whole thing. But why would you persecute people who have morals? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it would make more sense if the Catholics were persecuting the Protestants, because...
No, but they thought that the Catholics would take orders from the Pope. So their loyalty was split. This is a classic anti-Catholic propaganda, which is that, like, well, they'll just do what the Pope says. That was the thing about, like, John F. Kennedy, who was the first Catholic president.
Right.
They're like, he'll just do what the Pope says. And they were like, people were like, what? Dude, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
He'll be the president. He'll be fine. He's like, he's not going to just do, you know how many women he sleeps with? It's fine. Just don't worry about it.
I mean... Also much better than doing what, you know, the evangelical American church says, which is what a lot of subsequent presidents have done, which is Not a good time.
Yeah.
So Roger was also Anne Lyne's confessor. She was born a Catholic convert. Wait, nope, that
Wait,
doesn't
what?
make sense. You can't be born a convert.
She was converted at birth. She was in utero a Protestant, but at birth she decided to switch religion.
Anyway, so she was a Catholic convert whose husband had died in exile after he was caught attending Mass. So he was exiled for attending Mass and then died. I don't think he was attending Mass in exile and then killed.
Was he exiled so fast he couldn't take his wife with him?
No, I think...
He was missing for 2 weeks, and then I got this letter from France as he's fine in France, but I guess he couldn't have told me that before he left. Sounds like he just ran off.
I think she maybe went with him.
Oh, okay. But then why'd she come back?
And then didn't die. Unclear.
Oh, when he died... Oh, well, you think when he died, she came back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I guess it's like fellow Catholics versus all other family that you have there. You don't want to be on your own.
I guess so. I don't know.
That would be that pros and cons list.
Maybe she's like, oh, but if she converted, maybe she's like, that was my husband's thing, so I'm coming back.
Yeah.
No more. Yeah, I'm like, they were like, nah, you're still Catholic.
Well, no, she leaned into it, really, because her crime was harbouring priests and lay Catholics at several safe houses. And she was eventually caught on Candlemas Day in 1601, which I think is like the 5th of February.
Right.
While holding Mass in her lodgings. I'm guessing she wasn't holding Mass, but it was her home there. And it was happening.
There was probably a knock on the door. What's up with all these candles? No reason. Just getting friends together for some candle burnings. You know how it is.
Well, the priest catchers broke in and the priest managed to escape, but Anne standing there by the altar was enough to make her considered guilty.
No, this isn't my altar. No, that's a friend's altar. I was just holding it for them. This doesn't look good, does it? No. Okay. You got me.
Yeah, so that was their deal. That's why they were there with Mark.
Okay.
But on the way to Tyburn, the place of their death, Mark sang the Paschal Anthem in Latin, which translates to, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." So that was his, marching to my death song.
Right.
And by the time he arrived, Anne had already been executed at the gallows. And Mark kissed her robe, saying, "Our sister, thou hast got the start of us, but we will follow thee as quickly as we may." So he's stoked for this martyrdom. He's
like, let's go get fucking hung.
Yeah.
It's hanging there. Tyburn Hill is hanged. Yeah, I always get that wrong. Tyburn Hill's a famous execution site in Britain.
Okay, didn't know that.
I feel like I've heard of this.
Oh, well, you're more educated than me. More clued up on this than I am.
I am more educated than you.
You are also more Catholic than me.
No, I'm just more educated, full stop, than you.
But specifically you, because you're a lapsed Catholic, right? So you should... No,
but the Tyburn Hill thing is, I think that's just a famous execution site in Britain. I think this is a bit of English history.
Okay, not Catholic history. You're distancing yourself from this.
This is just a place where you would go and get got by the government. So
well, it sounds like you shouldn't go there then.
Anyways, I don't think he's going there.
No, he's already been called.
I think he's been led there. It's not like you're like, what are you all doing up here? Oh no.
There's great views of London from this hill.
You think it's even better up there on that platform? Why don't you just go up these 13 steps and check it out?
The view is going to take your breath away.
If you just look through this rope right here while I stand by this lever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they didn't have to trick people to kill them.
So Mark then spoke to the people, saying, "I am come here to die, being a Catholic, a priest, and a religious man belonging to the Order of St. Benedict. It was by this same order that England was converted," by which he was referring to the 7th century mission to England that had been organised by Pope Gregory the Great.
That's a shame about those conversions. They just don't keep here in England.
They don't stick.
You get a couple, get like 7 centuries out of it. And then you gotta go back.
Yeah.
Is England due for another conversion then, I guess?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, when he's like, "I've come here to die," and everybody was like, "Yeah, we came here to watch you die."
We know this.
Why do you think we're here? Did they trick him here?
"I am come here to see the famous view through this new sloop."
Oh, we all came up here to see the view, huh? Yeah, it's pretty great. I'm gonna go up. You want me to go up first? All right. Well, all right. It seems like you all been waiting, but all right. If you want me to go up to the top of the platform first, what's that? Look through this rope.
Mark was executed by being hanged, drawn, and quartered. which seems
Aw.
excessive. You know,
Doesn't it?
you're already dead. It's just a bit much.
I mean, yeah, there's like the hanging and then the drawing and the quartering. It's like, it's just like, this is what a cat does. It's like you play with it's like you're playing with dead bodies at this point.
It's the executioner's rule of 3, right? The hanged just by itself doesn't have enough impact. So you got to add the follow-up humiliation.
Do you think there's like one weird guy who's just like, we should rip his body apart? Don't you think? Oh. I was just thinking it would be fun to rip his body apart, you know, just kind of like organs everywhere. Like, why? Why would that be fun? I just think that it would really...
Just more tidying up to do.
It would send a real message to other people.
Mm.
I mean, I guess that's the idea. It's just like, yeah, not only is he dead, he's like triple dead.
Yeah. He can't come back. We've made sure of it. He wore the Benedictine habit with a hair shirt underneath.
Come on, just wear a regular shirt. You're gonna die anyways.
Right?
How much more fucking penance can you do?
Yeah.
Like, just wear a regular shirt.
You're literally about to die. Yeah. Much like St. James, Mark's knees were said to have been hardened by his constant kneeling, a sign of his devotion. You look confused and upset.
What? Wait, his knees were hardened? Why is this a thing that's... Number one, why is it coming up now after his death? Number two, like, why is this like... This guy's knees are fucking hardcore. This guy's got the thickest kneecaps I've ever seen.
Maybe it was part of the trial. It came up like, oh yeah, you don't pray much? What about those calloused knees?
Yeah, the prosecutor comes over and pulls up his monk robe, and the whole jury's like, oh, those are Catholic knees if I've ever seen them.
Indeed. Well,
what? Okay, go ahead.
After he...
I just like the idea that he's prayed so much he's got these just thick callous knees.
After he'd been cut into quarters, an apprentice in the crowd picked up his legs and held them up, calling out, "Which of you gospelers can show such a knee?" So there you go.
You can say what you want about this man's faith, but his knees are above reproach. These are some really great knees. If he's got such tough knees, why wasn't he just kneeing his way out of the show? And be like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Knee kick, knee kick, knee kick.
That's a good point. Well, as we've established, he was really excited to become a martyr. It was like, I guess so, career achievement.
Certainly didn't do anything to stop it, despite the warning. And then it was which saint came to see him?
Sorry?
They gave him the warning? Some saint gave him the
St.
warning.
Benedict.
So Saint Benedict gives him this warning. And then do you think when he got to heaven, he's like, dude, I told you not to do that.
It sounds like it's Benedict's fault for not being very clear.
Yeah, okay. So this is a good lesson for Benedict. Next time I'll be like, and so don't do that thing. See? I didn't want you to get killed, dude. I was like trying to help you out. And you really you seem to use that as a roadmap for your life as opposed to a way to avoid your early death.
Misunderstood vision, if ever there was one.
So, yeah. Okay. So that's on. So this is a good learning experience for Benedict here. I'm going to work on my communication skills. And for you, because you said
the whole point of this podcast was for you to learn how to be a good, more saintly person, right? So you can do one better than Benedict when you're bestowing holy visions. You can know that you need to be unambiguous in your communications.
I think that's a good lesson for anybody listening. Is like, if you are giving a vision to someone, be very specific.
Don't leave any loopholes.
Specificity is the key to a good vision. That's right. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Don't do some absurd monkey's paw, like a Greek tragedy kind of thing where they're sealing their fate by trying to escape it. Like, that's not what you want to do.
No.
You just want to give them clear instructions on how to avoid death.
Yeah, well...
A specific death.
I guess we're all going to die. So, is there not some kind of comfort if you know exactly how?
No, I think that's upsetting.
Fair enough. So usually the quarters of the executed criminal would be put on display, but Mark's remains were instead buried near the scaffolding, and he was beatified by Pope Pius XI on the 15th of December 1929. So it took quite a while for him to be recognised.
I don't know. It sounds like they were going through a lot of guys, so there's quite a backlog from that period.
Yeah, well, obviously, like Anne and Roger.
Yeah. I mean, it's 3 in that one day.
Yeah.
It's like the next day there was like 3 more, and then like this is starting to pile up. And then 200 years later, you're like, what are we up to? 1601.
Yeah, that's a lesson against procrastination there as well.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid
it's
he does not have any relics or miracles or patronages recorded.
Oh.
Because he was a blessed rather than a saint. So maybe, because he was beatified in 1929, maybe we'll see him canonized, which is the next step in our lifetimes,
Right.
and then we'll get all the crazy stories come out of the woodwork and the patronages.
Though.
Oh, I shouldn't have told you about the patronages, actually, because then should we just pretend I didn't, and then you can guess?
Okay. Well, here's what I think his patronages should be.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's the thing. If he has none, it gives us creative license to just establish exactly what they should be.
Maybe if we write a letter to the Pope.
Yeah.
Dear Papa Pope, please make Saint Mark Barkworth.
Blessed Mark Barkworth /
Barkworth.
Mark Lambert / George Barkworth.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why, like, they can't make him a saint because he's just there's too much paperwork to corroborate his identity and
Wait, why? Yeah, why are there these alternate? Are these like identities he was traveling under to try to not get arrested? Because they didn't work.
Let me find out for you.
Like
if there was anything.
Yeah, if he's had these aliases, what was the point?
Well, yeah, maybe because we don't know that much. Maybe when he first got the vision, he initially wanted to make a plan to avoid this death. So
he would come in with an alias, and they'd be like, "Okay, but are you a Catholic too?" And they're like, "Yes, yeah, I am." Okay, well then, why did you give me a fake name? It wasn't the name that was the problem.
It was the Catholicism.
It's the fact that you're dressed like a monk.
And it's like, well, look, let's just be sure. He's in this habit, but we'll take it off, and then there's a hair shirt underneath. So it's like.
Yeah.
Several layers of guilt.
Well, now wait a minute. I got a cousin who wears a hair shirt all the time. It might be nothing. Wait a minute. What are these knees? These are Catholic knees.
If ever I saw them.
If anybody ever had Catholic knees, it's you.
I don't know why he had. I don't know what the aliases were about.
All right, never mind that. Okay, so it might have just been a different guy.
Could have been, yeah. Maybe if you're several people, then that counts for even more saintliness. Roger Philcock also had an alias, which was Arthur Naylor. But he was actually not beatified until 1987. So our theory about doing them all on the same day falls apart. Yeah.
Wait, but did you say if Anne was blessed?
No, Anne was a saint. And her...
Oh, Anne is a saint.
Yeah. Her patronages are childless people, converts, and widows. Anything else? No, that's it. So I guess she was too young to have children. Oh no, she was 38 to 39.
Or her husband died.
So she was a lot older.
Yeah.
Well, yes, that would put a spanner in the works, I guess.
It also feels like they were picking that. They were like, I don't know, what are you you're widow, yeah, and you got no kids, and you converted, right? Okay, well, those are your patronages.
Yeah, makes
I really
sense.
don't know that much about you. I'm sorry. Did you have any hobbies?
Patron saint of blondes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just put like women stuff. Is that good? Okay, so she got a sainthood, but the other two didn't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good for her. That usually I would expect the other. That it'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd expect it to go the other way.
So this is a feminist story, really. The woman's getting more recognition than the guy.
And yet she's a footnote to Mark's episode.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do the research.
Well, wouldn't she have the same feast day as... Ugh, God damn it. I'm going to call Kat right now.
I mean, I did read the research on receiving it, so maybe I should have expanded on Anne and Roger. But
that's fine.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
This is my confession.
Maybe Anne doesn't know. We don't know as much about her story. But anyways, all right. So here's what I think his patronages should be when he is eventually sanctified in another 200 and so years.
As a result of our very sincere, religiously motivated campaign.
You know what? I'm just like, hey, here's some things that could use saints. Maybe just sanctify this guy, and then he can handle those patronages.
Oh, so it's going to be nothing to do with him. Just people who don't have a saint yet.
Or just things that maybe need saints. I don't know. Maybe there's there's probably a lot of towns that don't have a patron saint yet.
People who have accidentally stood on an electric socket plug. Is that too many people?
Yeah. Patron saint people step on Legos. Those kind of things.
Yeah.
Most of them are things you step on. All right. You could be the patron saint of boys with handsome eyes.
Yeah.
Just got really nice, sultry eyes, kind of well-proportioned boys.
Specifically people who are known for their eyes.
Well-proportioned young men, we'll say.
Given that his eyes were notable, aren't we glad that he kept them? Because in this kind of time, you can imagine that it would be if you know that this guy's a martyr and he had nice eyes, you'd think, uh-oh,
Yeah.
they're not long for this world, bit of
Right.
plucking or squishing.
They were probably like, no, we can kill his body. Do not touch those eyes. Let's all agree those eyes are
Yeah,
wonderful.
that's true.
And it would be a
That's
sin
what saved them.
to touch those eyes. But at the same time, let's rip his goddamn legs off.
No matter whether you're Catholic or Protestant.
Yeah, we can all agree on one thing. That man's eyes are beautiful.
His eyes fixed the divides, really.
It doesn't matter what your denomination or your faith. You could just get lost in those eyes forever. Then you believe in God.
There we go.
Is he the patron saint of priest holes? Priest holes or just clergy holes in general? Priest hole is in the modern world that's a really that's not a thing you want to really mention. I think I was somewhere in Oxford and
Did you find a house with a priest hole?
Yeah, I think it was in a college somewhere and they were like, oh, this was a priest hole or something like that. Or maybe it was maybe it was a pub or something. I forget. There's somewhere in Oxford. That's not the first time I come across a priest hole in the wild.
A college wouldn't really make sense because they're big, right? So you could probably have a whole priest annex.
That's true. There's probably some priests that are just lost in some colleges now. They're just like, I've been lost.
Very probably.
I don't know how to get out.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, is he the patron of looking at nice views? Because he went up on that hill and then they strangled him.
Yeah, that's a very specific one.
That should be a patron of let's go find a nice overlook, a nice place to have a view spot,
Well, and then fall off the mountain.
Nice. No, I'm just saying just nice, nice views.
And people who died while enjoying the view and not paying attention to their surroundings.
No, I'm just saying it's just it would be nice if there's a patron that's helping people out and then having magic divide nice view. You go somewhere and you have a nice view and the clouds are nice and things like that and you're like, thanks, Saint Mark Barkworth, not the other Mark.
So the patron saint of national park tourism guides.
Okay. So, and finally, is he the patron saint of tough knees?
Of course.
Oh, well, he should be, I should say. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Just if you got really thick knees.
Who else has tough knees other than hardcore priests? Who needs this patronage?
I mean, maybe.
I'm not trying to trap you.
I don't know. People who spend a lot of time on their knees, you can figure that out. I don't know. People on their knees doing a lot of
floor washes.
Yeah, I don't know. Your mom. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want from me? I don't know.
Wow.
People with tough knees. They got tough knees. This guy's got. I don't really finally understand how his knees were so tough. I don't really get this. If anything.
Well, it wasn't me. It was our researcher Kat who did an amazing job. Clearly, Mark would be the patron saint of her because she is interested in these.
All right. Well, anyways, we should send those along to
our recommendation.
The Vatican.
Dear the Pope, please consider making Mark Barkworth the patron saint of your mum.
Whatever.
I'm not sure that campaign would go very well.
Pope, care of Vatican City, Rome, Italy, Europe.
No, different.
I don't know.
Not part. It's not part of the postal address because it's a different country.
What's if anybody's got the email address?
There must be one postcode for Vatican City, right? And it's just number 1.
Vatican. Wouldn't they have their own wouldn't they have their own postal system, their own popal system, if you will? Everything's delivered by bull. Anyways.
Very good. Papal-less post.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Okay, so Anna, do you think you'd ever, if Mark Barkworth becomes a saint, or do you think that you would ever have him intercede for you so that he might become a saint? Can you see reasons why he might?
Oh, I see. So it's on me now.
Would you ever? Do you ever think you'd ever request Mark Barkworth to intercede for you in divine?
This is gonna put a nail in the coffin of the campaign, but of course, because my opinion is very valid, but and holds a lot of sway in theological circles. But I would say, given his track record in misinterpreting visions, I'm not sure he'd be the soundest person to invest your hopes in an intercessionary way. He had a positive attitude, maybe too positive. Maybe he was toxic positivity.
Maybe.
But maybe he's someone we should try to emulate more, because I feel like we're both kind of withered old cynics in many ways. So maybe we should be more excited about our inevitable death, because it's inevitable for everyone.
I guess that is a good point. Maybe he was too positive. Everybody else in jail was really bumming. He's like, come on, guys, we're going. Come on, this is the day that the Lord has made. Come on, guys,
that the Lord
come
has
on,
made.
now you do it in. Yeah, okay. Why are you crying? Come on, we're going to get hugged.
Oh my God. I thought dying was bad enough. Now I have to listen to
Yeah.
a cappella.
Yeah, maybe it was a bit too much. I was gonna say, like, if I was in prison, it'd be nice, like, somebody to keep your spirits up. But yeah, actually, that might be a bit.
But actually, it would just piss
You'd
you
be like,
off.
oh my god, I can't take this guy anymore.
This fucking
yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Oh, it is really kind of beautiful the way that the light shines through the bars, Mark. Yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah, that doesn't change the fact that we're stuck in the goddamn jail cell.
Your figure is looking particularly trim after the gruel that we've been fed on death row.
Wow.
But still wouldn't say that that's a plus.
Well, I guess we are lucky to have a roof over our heads. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way, Mark. Jeez, fucking guy.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too much.
Yeah. So again, that's like counts against him, I would say, in the intercessionary way, because he's not super relatable in that way.
I mean, he lived as a true Englishman, just barreling into situations without thinking and getting people killed.
Yeah, but himself
Mostly.
being the primary one, which is not. He kind of took it. He went to study abroad, and then he became like he rebelled against his parents after what he discovered on his travels. So I guess that's something that we can relate to.
Yeah, I mean,
we or one.
The one,
relate
yeah.
to.
I mean, I think we've all seen that, British people who go abroad and become insufferable.
Yeah, for most people it's yoga. For this guy, it was Catholicism. It was the same, like.
And we've all had that reaction to them, which is like, God, just execute this guy.
And then chop him into 4 bits.
I don't need to hear about how Barcelona changed you, but. Anyways.
It was actually Valladolid. So.
Anyways, well, thank you, Anna, for telling me the tale of this pious yet foolish Englishman. So yeah, thanks for that.
You are very welcome. See you next month. Have a blessed month.
Okay, bye.
Bye.